¿Qué lo que? ¿Qué pasó, mi gente? What's up, everybody? This is Poppy, and this is the top 5 characters from the Dragon Quest Dai anime, the Birth Arc. So I wanted to review the Birth Arc, my favorite characters from the Birth Arc, basically. And I should note that the information I'm getting for this episode is from dragonquest.fandom.com. So if there's maybe a website that's maybe better than this one, or if there's anything that I say that you feel like is wrong or I need to correct, let me know. Also, let me know if this kind of video is something that you guys like, or maybe some other ideas of other kind of videos I can do for Dragon Quest Dai. Yeah, let me know, okay? And go ahead and give me a like and subscribe for more videos, okay? So let's get into it. So I'm first going to list off all the major characters from this arc, and then I'm going to give you my top 5 favorites. So all the characters from this arc are the following: Dai, Brass or Jichan, Gomechan, Derolin, which is the fake hero, Zurbon, hopefully I'm saying these right, which is the fake priest chick, Masofo, the fake mage, then there's Hirohito, the fake warrior, Temujin, the bishop, Baron-sama, the sage, Awan, the hero tutor, and then we find out he's a hero, the hero, Papu, Hadula, King Romos, and Leona. So those are all the major characters in this arc. And let's talk about my favorite ones / the top 5 best ones. Okay, I'm going to start off with number 5, which is Pop. So this was kind of hard to do. It was kind of hard to make this list, mostly because I usually like to have more information about a character before I make this list, and just these 5 to 6 episodes isn't enough. But I'm going off of just these 5 to 6 episodes, or these 6 episodes, the Birth Arc episodes, in making my opinion for this top 5. I should clarify. But number 5 is Pop. Pop is fantastic. He's a fantastic character, and I absolutely love his design. I love his freaking outfit. As a mage, he looks very different from the games, and a mage in general. Mages usually have like a long robe and a staff, but Pop's design is very different compared to other mages in Dragon Quest in general and other RPGs. But I definitely absolutely love his design. I love his little yellow bandana. And as a character, in the beginning, he's not my favorite in the sense of the kind of person he is. I absolutely love who he's going to become. But right now in this moment, he is not necessarily hero worthy. Now, he has a lot of potential. I mean, the moment he fought the gargoyles, we saw his potential, right? And I know that he's a disciple of Avan, although he doubts himself much later in the anime, is because Avan knows his potential. I believe Avan knows his potential, and that's why he made him a disciple of his, right? But he also knew his weaknesses. Avan himself says, well, doesn't necessarily say, but he knows that Pop is a little lazy. He's not as motivated as Dai is, for example, or other students that he's had. But he still knows that Pop has a lot of potential, I feel, right? And that's why he is where he is. But again, he's a little lazy. He's not that motivated. And he's a little selfish. And when I say a little, I mean a lot. But that's okay. Yeah, so Pop is number 5. And yeah, I still like him a lot, I should say. But anyways, he's number 5 for now. Okay, number 4, Leona. And this one might be a little surprising to you guys, especially if you watch all my episodes, because I talk so much crap on Leona because she's a freaking turd. And I always say that. But the thing is, I actually respect who she is as a person. You know, although Leona is very young, I believe she's 14 in this part of the anime. I could be wrong. I will correct myself in editing. But she knows who she is as a person. She knows who she is. She knows what she likes. She knows what she needs. She is kind of stuck up and, you know, very, very brutally honest. But I believe that's actually a good thing. Obviously, nobody likes people like that all the time. And people like that don't usually have a lot of friends. But I do very much respect that. And also, she's just very strong, you know? Like, while she was poisoned, she was in really bad shape, but she still hung on very, very well during that moment in time. And especially when the bishop revealed his plans and lost, and he tried to still blame it on Dai for Leona being poisoned. She stood up and she was like, Ekumi, excuse me? Did you just try to fib? Did you just try to lie? Yeah, you gonna die, Bishop. Yeah, basically she's just cool. I respect her as a character. And I think that although she's got a very strong, hard-headed personality, I think she's a very, I respect her. So that's why she's number 4. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So number 3, Brass or Jichan. I very much am fond of Jichan, of Brass. He's just a normal freaking lump mage, dude. And, but he's very powerful. He's actually pretty powerful. He knows some pretty powerful spells. But the biggest thing I like about Jichan is just his personality with Dai. Although he hits Dai a lot, he is very loving and very caring, and he very much loves Dai. And I think that's really cool. I think that's, although he's a monster, he was able to take in this child, this, you know, orphan, this baby that was just left out there, and took him in as his own son. And I think that says a lot about his personality. And although he's pretty rough with Dai, and he loses his temper quite a bit, he's still very, very loving. And I think that's such a cool quality and such a cool, yeah, I just really like Brass and or Jichan. I think he's very, very cool. You know, he's pretty powerful as well. Yeah, that's basically it. Brass is awesome. Okay, number 2. And this is going to give away number 1 pretty easily, but who knows? Number 2 is Dai. And I also want to include not just Dai, but his monsters. Because his monsters are cool. And I didn't know if I should include the monsters as like a separate number or with Dai, because they're basically his companions a lot of the time. But I really like Dai, obviously. I mean, we have to. This is his anime, his story. But yeah, he's just such a good kid, man. He's such a good kid. He's very pure-hearted. Although the stupid fake heroes came and they wanted to, you know, cause trouble and everything, he still tried to help them, you know. He's just such a good boy, you know, such a good kid with a big heart. And I think it's cute, you know. Like I have right now, I have a 2-year-old son, almost 3. And my wife is pregnant with another boy, and I just kind of I like that. I like to see you know, characters that could potentially be like my son, you know, like, and I kind of hope that my son gets to have those qualities, you know, of having a big heart and being very helpful and kind to everyone, and I just really I like that a lot. You know, I really appreciate that and I respect that, and I think Dai is just such a very well written character. You know, later on especially he becomes very amazing and awesome, but starting off they do a really good job in us really falling in love with him, you know, as a character, and being motivated to continue to follow his path and also learn more about him and see his growth, basically. So pretty great, pretty fantastic. So Dai is number 2, love him a lot, and yeah. Okay, number 1. I bet you'll never guess. Who is it? Avan. Okay, so, dude, Avan is dope. Avan is so cool. So cool. Not only is he very powerful, I just like his type of character in anime, you know? The very goofy, you know, like type of character that is very powerful, you know, but he's basically hiding it, you know? Like, he doesn't want it to be about him, you know? Avan doesn't want it to be about him. He's here to help others become like him. But in the process, you know, they don't know really who he is, you know? Like, when Pop found out that Avan was the hero of old, he had no idea, you know what I mean? And I think that says so much about him, you know, that explains that, like, Avan is very mysterious, you know, like one of my subscribers, Devante, Leona, you actually mentioned this yourself. You said that you like Avan a lot because he's very mysterious. And, you know, and I completely agree with you. I like that a lot about him. I like that a lot about characters in general, you know. He's just the kind of person that you just like want to learn more from or get to know better or like be with because he's so like motivating, you know what I mean? And he's so wise, you know what I mean? And it's the cool thing is literally we only got like 2 or 3 episodes, 2 episodes with Avan. And they already did such an amazing job portraying this character, you know, like this Avan is a character we reminisce in the whole anime. You know, he gets referred to every single time. We learn more about him after he dies from all of his people that were involved with him, and especially in this arc, we got to learn a lot about him. And again, just from 2 episodes, he's very kind. He's very like gentle. He's very understanding, even with Pop, you know. He knows that Pop needs to get stronger, but he doesn't want to push him too much, you know. He's not a very forceful person, which is, I think, is great, you know, especially with younger teenagers, right? Like Pop, like you got to know how to treat them, you know what I mean? Or else they're not going to listen to you. And he understands that. He knows that, you know. And so I very much respect Avan. I think he's such a great character, such a great tutor, such a great example of what a hero should be. And we see that in the rest of the freaking show, bro. We do. Yeah. So Avan's my number 1 choice. Although I still do not like his haircut. I'm sorry, okay? I absolutely love the guy, but man, I'm sorry, I just don't like his hair. Yeah. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if my top 5 sucks or if it rocks. And let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Hopefully you guys liked this episode. Let me know if you did or if you didn't. Like, subscribe, and if you're on Patreon, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we will see you guys next time.